The core issue, we have the High Priestess. We just love that. You know, we have the moon, the energies there, okay? The black, the white, the balancing, all that knowledge there. Connection with the higher spirit, with the universe, the divine creator. It's interesting, you have the Torah there, and you have the symbol of the cross, and then the Trinity up above, which crosses over many, many different religions. Okay? You have the lotus on the pillars. And it's just, wow. And even the waters, with the moon touching the waters of the bottom of her hem, it's like water there. It's just so symbolic, so beautiful in the background. Just taking a look and breathing that in. And if being the High Priestess is being in company, that too almost reminds me of the symbol astrologically of Gemini, that there's a twin, and seeing the pillars of the black and white twin there, you know, of balancing our masculine and feminine energies at all time. That's the core issue, because we need to. And what is it that we're offering here? We're going to offer, you know, Pisces being a feminine energy, that higher, it's a major arcana, higher energy level than Venus with the spirit, okay? So this is what we're not, this is what we should best not do, I guess, avoid, or is to think lowly of ourselves, to be, it's good to know that there are good times coming ahead, okay? And not feel that, oh, wow, you know, I'm the victim, but do know that these changes will bring good times. It might be a little bit difficult, but we can let go finally. These changes are gonna happen. Okay, if it was standing up straight, you know, standing up, if it was straight, the card, then we know that we are not being resourceful. Here is, we're allowing those resources to allow us to help us and really get connected. And that's what's very important. We need to get connected, okay? And just moving forward. And knowing and staying positive. And being with Spirit, being with the Divine Creator. Knowing, you know, after we've done that nice you know, clearing, transmission, some people call it, just that we are connected and deservingly so. And so then now we have, this is what we should be focusing on. And this is such a beautiful card, because you got the innocence of the children. You know, children just want to give. They have no fear, and that's what it's about. It's having no fear. When we have no fear, we move on and we give, and we unconditionally, you know, just want to stay positive, knowing, okay? But what's so neat is that they're giving to one another, okay? And you have, you know, these flowers are 5-pointed, very nice, giving, you know, the stars as in the sky. And then you got the guard over here. Look at, there is a guard. And then you have a shield here too, meaning, yes, we are giving, but under a sense of a protected area. And just having fun with it. And it's handing off, you know, the older to the child, the information, the knowledge, the experience, and the guidance, and of course, protection and love. And to blossom more and more, because that child then is going to give. All right, it's almost as if it's now he is going to go follow and become an apprentice, and she is now going to be the new caretaker of this beautiful garden. You notice we don't give it to someone older, we always give it to someone younger, okay? So they then can learn and they can participate with that new energy. And to know when to move on, because sometimes, a lot of times, we don't move on, and we just stagnate like those dust bunnies, and we don't progress and enlighten ourselves and grow. And that's when our lives become tormentous, or we start creating drama because we need some kind of acknowledgement when it's not necessary. The growth, then we're carrying all this pain inside, okay? That's why some people don't get better. They don't, from their chronic pains and aches, they get surgery and it's reoccurring because they're not changing their ways. We are handing off the baton, okay, like in a relay race. And this is the cause and effect, is the temperance. And the temperance of knowing that we need to have that long-term vision is necessary. It's good to be in the moment, to enjoy, okay? But to also focus on the possibilities of being in the moment, of how it can resolve, conflicts, all right? How it can empty out those energies and just clear. There's a sense of patience, okay? But temperance also too is being balanced, and we see that it's not balanced. We have here we see the pyramid, on the chest of the angel, of the archangel, just going downward here. It's almost as, again, I'm going to say it's the female energy, because you got the ovaries, and the entrance. At the same time, I'm pretty sure a lot of men go, oh no, that's man, pushing down the hips, and then the phallus, which it can be also. But either way, it's a spreading of wings, the need to really open up and just let that energy out. One could say it's sunset or it's sunrise, but either way, that being balanced, 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the water, being aware, giving and taking is necessary, and with moderation, but not to be hasty, to really just take the time and realize that there are things that need to be expressed, but in a different way, okay, than what we've always been doing, So taking that idea, just look at here, the wings here are red as opposed to white. We always think of angels with white, So it's just doing it a different way, but there's great possibilities of change, and positive is coming about. We just need to do things differently. The mutable sign of Pisces is speaking again to us, okay? The feet, and refreshing ourselves, all right? And being aware. And with the water, go take a walk with the water, go fountains, be part of the water, drink a lot of water. Go to the ocean and just be one. Very important. Well, this has been the tarot card section of, this program. So stay tuned for the meditation. So I'm shuffling up right now the tarots, okay? And we are going to see what they have to say. So let me put them out. Okay. Again, I'm going to do this over my computer till I get a new stand. I know, isn't it? Always something going on. It's fun though, it keeps it exciting. Okay? So, the core issue we have right now is the High Priestess. What we shouldn't do, okay, and it was reverse, is being out there. So we have the, it's the Five of Pentacles, sorry, I was looking at it. And then we have what we should do. Isn't that beautiful? The Cups, that is the Six of Cups. And the cause and effect of everything. Temperance. Okay, so for the past, we have the wishing. And when we wish, we are trying to create our environment, what it is we want. Okay? The present is focus, which is very important because with this solar eclipse to focus and put it out there. I like the number 17. 17 is so nice. It's such a liberating a number of taking the initiative and fulfilling dreams and being the master of ourselves, okay? And so we need to focus. We took the wish, but what are we doing? Are we just wishing it, or are we doing something towards it? Okay, do we take steps to move forward? And that's what's very important. We have to take the steps to move forward. All right? And whatever steps it is, we might have to backtrack, which is fine. But we need to. All right? We need to have that flexibility. Look at that bow. But to go forward. And know that things might need to change. Okay? And the future that we have is playful. Be playful. Again, you notice with this Pisces energy, we're getting that playfulness. We need to be playful, enjoy, and really just enjoy the energies of the moon. And like a cat, be curious. Always be curious. If we're not being curious, then we are not learning. And we're not moving forward. But what can cause situations here is risk, taking a risk, being fearful. Okay, if we are not taking a risk and we're allowing fear, okay, know that, yeah, we might fall. And who cares? But we get up and we learn. And aren't we here to learn? We're here to learn. Okay, goodness, if we told those kids that they were going to fall because, you know, we were going to criticize, and those criticisms were going to hurt more than the actual fall, then they probably wouldn't want to do anything. So at one point or another, we allowed the emotional buildup of all those criticisms to just overwhelm us. Yet at one point we were so open to. So remember that. Let's take that again. But here is the advice is the High Priestess of here we go. Here's advice. The High Priestess of Spirit, of being aware. Now, the High Priestess of Spirit is very different than the soul, spirit and soul. The soul is the unique energy, but the spirit is going to carry the ego, okay? It's going to carry the mental, the fire, and to put in that unique characteristic. So allowing that, okay, because right now we're in the High Priestess of Air, the mental. We're being very mental about things, but we need again to put into action. Fire is physical, and to move forward, just like in the focus, okay? So we have the combination of needing to put in and to account and just let it be passion within ourselves. And the outcome, again, cats and the moon. But this time it is being one with the moon, with the universe, all right? And that is just wonderful with the solar eclipse. I'm happy I picked these cards. These cards are the wisdom of the night, oracle cards, Potter style, okay? So just in case. And let's continue then with the, you see my neroli underneath there, the beautiful blossoms. Okay, orange blossoms. All right, and then we're going to do the tarot. Good afternoon, this is Sirena Nereida, and thank you for watching. You've been watching the astrology, the individual forecasts, learning about the chakras and the health and the different areas of our body that this eclipse is going to affect us. And you're going to be watching the tarot and oracle portion. But right now, I just, so much going on. So much uncertainty, so much lack of clarity, hopefully no delusions, and a minimal alcohol and drug take, either be it prescription or illegal. But I'm sensing a need of release. So even though this is solar eclipse, and remember to do your new moon, okay, because this is a super moon, so it's got a lot of power, a lot of oomph, okay, but it's gonna be moving, not like a shock, not like a Uranus does or Aries, like a fire sign, but a water sign, which molds itself and flows into what is going on now. So you might not even see it until a few months later. You look back and you're like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. So, but either way, let's do, remember to do your new moon list of things that you would like. If you have your vision board, what it is that you want. Something important one of my clients brought up, vision boards. Um, if you have your own home, best out in your office or outside of the bedroom, not with necessarily your couple, because that should be a relaxing area. Unless your vision board includes relaxing aspects, perhaps a vacation, a getaway, okay, a massage, a spa of some sort, okay, camping. Then, please, by all means, add it in your bedroom. Okay, but otherwise, vision board should stay outside of the bedroom. And remember, it's the frequency in which you vibrate on there. So let's you do your new moon list, but let's release, because before new things can come in, we need to release and get rid of all those cobwebs. I know I gave away a bunch of clothes that fit me, but I just don't wear it anymore now that I'm not in the classroom, in a public classroom. So I don't need my blazers and I don't need those slacks. And it just felt really good because I kept saying, well, in case I need them one day, in case I need them. No, I had like 5 pairs, so I kept one. And just get it out. I haven't used them in 7 years. Why am I going to use them now, or even more? So it just felt good to release that and get rid of that stuff of us. Remember, too, is with this energy clearing, it's a good time to forgive. We need to forgive ourselves. We should forgive ourselves. We shall forgive ourselves because a lot of things, we're not perfect. And we have good intentions. I'm pretty sure none of us wake up and say, okay, how can I screw up so and so's life? If you do, you really need to get a life and get busy gardening, doing other things. But otherwise, we really have good intentions. And sometimes, too, is we might misinterpret the other person if we're doing something with another person, their intentions or their capability of comprehension or understanding the situation and in dealing with it. A lot of times we say, oh, we're both adults, right? So what we're really saying is, if I fuck you over, beep, 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 oops, sorry about that. If I beep, beep you over for my own personal gain, you're not going to get upset about it now, are you? So we need to be very aware of how much we're going to allow ourselves, what are our limits and boundaries. And so when we do this energy clearing, we're going to really breathe in deeply. So right now, go ahead if you want to put on some sockies, a sweatshirt. I know I like to put a scarf on because when our body temperature starts dropping, okay? And just wrap that around you. Put on some nice music, some incense, your favorite crystals, amethyst, which represents uh, the third eye, and the crown chakra, healing. Okay, really good for Pisces. So to just breathe in deeply. Oh, wow, look at that. It's coming out. And breathe in again. When you breathe into your abdominal region, which is going to be where your belly button is, and lower. As if you got bloated, you look pregnant. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you exhale, make sure you're pulling that abdominal region as if you have a string that's just pulling it back like those dolls that had a string, okay? So breathe in again. Yeah, I feel it coming out already. And breathe out. Exhale. Oh gosh. Oh, feeling a lot of dust bunnies, a lot of dust, a lot of stuff that need to be released within all of us. Okay, so really breathe into those dark, secret corners of your psyche, your soul, of your mind, and your heart, and your body. Allow that oxygen just to go in there and break everything up. So let that oxygen just go in there and just separate and break up all those toxins, all that dust, all that inflammation. And exhale out through your mouth. And again. Next time when you guys are doing that, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And inhale. While you're doing that, I'm just going to call up all that yucky dust, spider webs in us, all those guilt trips we've given ourselves unnecessarily that our inner child is holding, and just how could we, and all that ego, and just bring it all out, and be more accepting and loving and understanding of our humanness, and all that. It's almost as if I can feel like we're pulling this, stuff out of the mouth. Again. And let's go in there and hold for 5, and let's just get all that oxygen in there. And keep your own count. And release. And inhale, and now you inhale and keep your own count, and exhale on your own while I'm doing this transmission of just clearing everything up. Just vacuuming all out, all out, all out, all out, all out. Uh, People feeling like they don't deserve love, people not wanting to remember certain things because it hurts them, and not forgiving themselves. Remember, forgiving is not condoning. It's a understanding that we are not, that we are only human. And that is why we're here, to learn from these things. Otherwise, we'd already be with the great white spirit, with source, the universe, divine creator of all that is, and not be here, including myself and all the other masters. Because we have to learn temperance, patience, understanding. All out. Oh, wow. Pulling it all out. Forgiveness is understanding and learning from it, and no longer holding pain, because the pain starts being absorbed by our cells in different areas and different organs and muscles of our body. And then it becomes an ache, pain, illness, diseases. Remember, you cannot heal yourself doing the same thing you've been doing. All right? Remember, is it Albert Einstein says it's insanity to keep doing the same thing and expect different results. Oh, yeah. All the way up the spine. Get it. All the way out. Sorry, I know I'm yawning, but it's all the toxins that are coming out from doing this clearing with everybody here. Remember, this clearing is in transgresses all planes and dimensions, so you can watch this over and over. Okay? This time when you inhale, when you hold for 5, feel that oxygen, feel the air going, traveling upward in the front of your body, all the way upward, all the way in the front of your face, all the way up to your crown chakra, your head, going back of your head, down your neck, down your spine, your shoulder blades, all the way down your ribs, all the way down to your kidneys, your hips, all the way down to your perineum, and all the way back up to your solar plexus. And exhale. Again. Doing that on your own count. And now let me put in some healing, loving light. Just have that healing, loving light enter your body, through your crown chakra, all the way funneling down through your DNA, through your cells and mitochondria, through your organs, your meridians, all down those chakras, all the way down through your muscles, your tendons, your veins and arteries. Feel yourselves getting filled, filled, filled. Now that you're being surrounded by that golden white light all the way, almost like that dust from the Tasmanian devil, you know, just that they would put all the time, that cartoon. Just let it envelop you around and round 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 and round. All the way around. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All the way. Just give yourselves to the universe. Give yourselves to Source, to the divine creator of all that is. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you might still feel results. Feel like crying, tears, shakes, goosebumps, sneezing, coughing, yawning, are all methods of releasing. Even expelling air from different parts of our body. Okay, just so you know, it's quite natural. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I encourage you, slowly open your eyes. Make sure you're still here. Roll your shoulders back and roll them forward. Okay, and forward and back and forward and back. And just remember to share the love with everybody. Thank you for inviting me into your lives, for sharing me, putting like. And if you do have a thumbs down, which is fine, I cannot please everyone. Go ahead, put a constructive comment and how perhaps I can enhance this program for your liking. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fair to put a thumbs down. That is my Jupiter in Libra, okay? And so I really encourage you to share this with other people on YouTube and on Facebook, Blogger, Twitter. The more shares and views I get, the less I need to ask for donation, right? And so, because this is how I do take care of and provide for us, and how I share that love and the gifts that God has asked that I share with the world. And I also encourage that you see the other parts. If you haven't already done so, the astrology, the independent individual zodiac forecast, the oracle cards, tarot cards, the yoga for the chakras and health, okay? So thank you again. And this has been La Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness. and namaste. Chasito.